Hi everyone, welcome back to Eclectic. Today I wanted to tell you what happens to a victim of narcissistic abuse right after they realize what the truth of everything is about. As they call it, take the red pill, because it's a reality shifting thing that happens. First, with the narcissist. The narcissist has corrupted the core self of a person, the soul. They feel like their soul has been corrupted. Narcissistic abuse shifts the beliefs of the person that is going through that abuse, changes their true reality, their core beliefs, their main parts of their unconsciousness and their consciousness. They change it. It's an abuse that is invisible to others. If you're not a victim of this, you will see a normal person that is being accused of being abusive. That may happen. Or to the victims of abuse, what they feel is that they go to their friends and maybe their families, and they see that people are not responding to what they're telling them. Like they're telling, this happened to me, and that is crazy, they say. It usually happens that some acquaintances, or maybe your lawyer, will say, oh, okay, yes, but they take part with the narcissist, or they never really truly grasp what happened to you, because believing that people, they're out there, and that they will take the time to especially target their prey. That to come to terms with that idea, if you haven't gone through that, with the idea that there's people that apparently they have an outer shell or an outer image that portrays them as good people, that portrays them as people that are normal, maybe even, but in reality that they take time to strategize, to think how to destroy another person's core being, to change bit by bit other people that they decide to target. It could be their partner, friends, family members, to destroy them because they need that as a supply, or whatever the reason why. To come to terms with that, even for some therapists, is hard, and they end up re-victimizing the victim, which is the worst kind of thing that you can do as a therapist. Not validating, which is exactly what the victim needs. Validation. They need validation for what they went through. They went through a paradigm shift that many people won't go through in their lifetime, and it feels as if your soul has evolved. If you're a victim, you have the choice of post-traumatic growth. Post-traumatic growth is a psychological term to show people that went through trauma that was immense, that was mind, soul, life shifting, that stripped away their mechanisms of defense, their defense mechanisms, which is better said, and that stripped away their core self. People that went through that terrible abuse have the opportunity to engage in this post-traumatic growth, which is rising above what just happened and finding meaning to what happened to you, and making it your own meaning. It doesn't have to be anybody else's. It has to mean something important to you. And if you ask me, this is a soul thing. Like, it's something that makes you realize that you need to grow as an empath. First of all, you need to be more mature. Boundaries, psychological boundaries, make you grow in that sense, because they will make you give your value to people that really show you that they deserve it, and they will protect you from predators like the narcissists. And so it's an evolution of the being. And I think this is maybe too much, but you have the opportunity to take this and make something better of your life, of your meaning. And never let this happen to you again. And when you come across with people that don't validate you, know that they haven't gone through this and they still have their defenses intact. It took them however many years they have or they are to build. Yours have been stripped away in maybe decades or maybe in months, but they still have them, and it's too difficult for them to accept that there's that kind of evil right next to them. And it sounds like a movie, it sounds like something out of the pages of I don't know, The Lord of the Ring, and that's exactly how they feel. Survivors of that type of abuse feel like that, like complete darkness. And it's the effects of the CPTSD, which is night terrors, waking up at night with feelings and with thoughts of complete darkness. And it's a betrayal that runs so deep in the person that is supposed to love you, inflicted pain on you on purpose without feeling anything, without any regard for you. So that it is a very difficult thing to grasp. A normal breakup, you end the relationship and you care still for the other, for example, and you say, okay, that's it, you don't keep abusing the other person while they're breaking up. So the discard phase, they discard you like I'm discarding, I don't know, a piece of paper, and I throw it away, just like that. To narcissists, people are objects. If they don't give them supply anymore, so they go to the trash can. That's what happens. So the re-victimization of the victim is a thing, and it happens a lot, sometimes with therapists, which is the worst kind, and with family members, friends, acquaintances, lawyers. They don't believe your story because it's too out there, it's too weird, it's too dramatic, and they don't want to believe that there are people that evil out there, that they plan and strategize to inflict the demolition of your defenses, of your core self, of your empathic gifts, of they want to destroy that what they don't have. And so they will go for people that are naive, and so these people won't be naive anymore. I'm not telling you you're going back to your old self, because you're not. You're going to a better place, which is an evolved self, a person that is more empathic, even more empathic than before, but with the maturity to take care of yourself, of your nervous system, of your physical body, of your spiritual body, of you as a whole. And that is sort of a life lesson, paradigm shift that I think it has to do with the evolution of a person and of a soul, if you may. And so it's so traumatic that some people don't make it, but there are tools to help you go through this if you're going through this. And yes, just know that you can go through this, and you will. You just have to make the decision and know that it's a decision to take this as an opportunity to grow, to find meaning to what you went through. Self-care is a tool to get better, to grow as an empath, to keep your nervous system stable and calm, and also therapy, which I'm a professional counselor if you want to do online coaching with me, I have an email. You'll see my contact email at the bottom of the info box below. And also having good support, a good support system, friends, family, people that really understand what you went through. That's so important. Having those three main things, everything will be better, believe me. I just wanted to make this video about the re-victimization of the victim because it's something that happens a lot. It's terrible. If you're a therapist, you have to validate your patients. It's terrible. That's a terrible thing that happens. And if you are a victim of abuse, please know that there are many people that went through that, and they will understand exactly what you went through. And all that darkness that you're experiencing, basically mainly at night, it turns into a full blown light, happy, warm and improved than before when you had that normal life with your coping mechanisms. You went through all of this terrible thing so that you could go through a better place where you see things so much brighter, believe me. And for real, your personality strengthens and you're wiser, and it's a great place to be. So keep going, you will go through this. And yeah, send me an email if you need help, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care. Bye bye.